My khachapuri, well, this is a cheese bread that is utterly divine. So let's start with the dough. This is a classic yeast dough recipe. So I am going to start by measuring my dry ingredients. To begin with, 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I do also need a little sugar, but just a tablespoon. And now for the yeast, I need 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. I need a teaspoon and a half of salt. So now for the liquids, I'm pouring in half a cup of cold milk, but really, yeast thrives at a temperature between 105 and 115. So instead of heating up the milk, I'm simply going to add hot water, a full cup, to my measuring cup. That'll warm up the milk and balance out the temperatures. I just kind of do the baby bottle test. If you feel that the milk-water combination is just above body temperature, then you know you've got it just right. And the last thing to add, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So I'll start on low speed to combine the ingredients and then increase the speed just by 1 notch and mix it for about 6 minutes. The paddle moves the dough around. It'll stick to the bottom of the bowl, but it should clean the sides. There we go. We need to give it time to proof up. See that stretchiness? Oh, I love that. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap, and then you want to set this aside for an hour to rise up. I need to get my toppings ready. The first thing I need, garlic butter. I have half a cup of butter here, and I'm just going to melt that with 2 cloves of garlic. There we go, and as that melts, I can get my cheeses ready too. Traditionally, khachapuri is made with a local sheep's milk cheese. Feta is about as close as you can get, so I use a good quality of sheep's milk feta cheese. I have 1 1/2 cups here, but the thing about feta cheese is it doesn't move or melt when it bakes. So this is where I add 3 cups of a nice melting cheese. I've got a combination of Swiss and mozzarella here. We'll give that a quick stir. And for a little color, I'm adding roasted red pepper to the top of my khachapuri. This isn't typical, but I just like the color pop. So now my garlic butter should be melted. And I'll grab my bread that's had an hour to rise up. It really does double in size. Whoa, doesn't that look nice? So this is the fun part, the assembly. And I'll switch to a bench scraper. And what I want to do is divide this into 6 portions. And roll it out like a pizza dough. There we go. Brush the entire surface with some of this garlic butter. Then an even but generous sprinkling of cheese right to the edges. And now you need to create a boat shape. Start from one end and roll it towards you, rolling in some of the cheese filling. And then you start from the opposite side. Now you pinch your canoe shape and then put this on a parchment-lined baking tray. There we go. And the finishing move, just an arrangement with a couple of roasted peppers. All right, now for the next one. Here they are, but before I can put them in the oven, you need to give them half an hour to rest, just on the counter under a tea towel. That way the dough has a chance to rise up again. And here they are after 30 minutes. See how that yeast goes to work? Most bread doughs bake in a hot oven, 400 degrees, and these take 20 to 30 minutes. smell the garlic butter. I can smell the cheese. Oh, heaven. But you have to see this. It's just absolutely incredible. These are awesome. All that melting cheese in the center. And while they're still warm and hot on the tray, let me give them a brush with a little more garlic butter. On that crust, it softens it. Oh, smell the garlic.